Welcome everyone to our 10th episode of Ndeipi MuDiaspora. My name is Sinikiwe.
I'm Mutsa.
I'm Spiwe.
And today we're going to talk about entertaining.
Yes.
The little secrets that I used to love to entertain. My husband cut me off. He did. You know that, Mutsa.
Maybe with good reason. Who knows?
So ladies, if you could have somebody cook for you, husband, boyfriend, what would be like your favorite meal?
That's a good question. I love desserts, so I would say any sort of like really nice, rich dessert. Or I think now that I'm in the South, I appreciate me some Southern food, some ribs, some cornbread. If you can like throw that down, then you're special.
Your soul.
With me, yeah, moving to the South has changed what I really like. I'm obsessed with seafood, and now I'm obsessed with crawfish. Like I could just mud bugs, whatever. I will eat them all day, every day, and some salmon. So I'm just a big seafood eater now. So if you can cook me some good seafood and some good sides, it'll be all good. But I hate apple juice, and I don't like pancakes. So just keep that in mind.
Take note, boys. Take note.
Oh, they take it.
So today we have two wonderful guests. We have a chef, somebody who's actually we grew up with, right, Mutsa?
Yeah.
Zimbabwe Tafazwama Janie's here today. He goes by Chef Gwanz. And we also have, I call her the Dallas diva of events and decor. Okay, Jesca Mukora-Tembo.
Yes.
So they're going to be coming up shortly, right after this break. Stay tuned. Welcome, Chef Janie.
Thank you.
Chef Gwanz.
Right?
There you go.
We're so happy to have you on our show.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming. And these wonderful creations that are in front of us.
Hope you guys enjoyed them.
We sure will.
Actually, Mutsa, you know him, right?
Yeah, we grew up like right down the street from each other. So what I want to know is, how did I not know all this was going on down the street from me?
See, what happened was...
And your brother's a chef too. So it's like, how did you guys get into cooking?
Double take.
Mom.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Mom got us cooking real early.
Okay.
She decided to go back to school at a late age to further education. And then we had to eat. So we had to cook. And that's how it happened.
That's how you learned how to do it.
And then like on Sundays, she like cook up a storm. And like we don't want to see what's going on, and from then on she's like, "Hey, you guys are not cooking up a storm," and boom, here we are.
I should have spent more time at you guys' house. Okay.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Right? That's great.
You do a lot of cooking, but you can't please everyone. So, have you ever had someone who didn't like what was made, and how did you deal with that?
Yes, I've done that before. Made a little bit of sushi, and I don't do sushi no more.
It ended there?
So, at the end of the day, like it's like you gotta really respect the ingredients and the art and all that kind of stuff. And I'm still perfecting my art on sushi. So like once I get it perfected, I'm gonna definitely give it a whirl and do it again.
Okay, so you gotta bring it back here first.
Oh, definitely.
So we can taste it and then let you know.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that. Definitely. Yeah.
You're married.
Yes, I am.
So what is the favorite dish that your wife makes for you?
Whoa, tough question.
Okay.
Every dish she makes for me is really good, but she makes some really good rice. She makes some bomb chicken. You know what I mean? Like any food she makes for me, I'm down for it.
Yeah, so sweet.
So dinners or meals at your house must be a lot of fun.
Oh, they are. Like, we love to entertain. So like when we entertain, we both in the kitchen, we both cooking up a storm. So it's pretty fun.
So how did you meet? Did you meet here in the U.S. or in Zimbabwe?
Funny thing is, like, I went to Vinona, and she lived like literally like 3 gates down from the high school. We never met, and then we met through a friend out here.
Oh wow!
Isn't
So
it
like
funny
we
how
probably
life
like
works?
crossed each other like a couple of times.
Yeah.
And never knew each other. So that's kind of crazy.
Tell us about what you have made for us here today. It looks amazing. I've been waiting to get to this question so we can get to the food. So tell us a little bit about this.
Well, sure. Like what I have, I'll start over here. What I have here are some jerk barbecue ribs.
Okay.
And got some peri-peri chicken over here. Got some curry rice and some chakalaka beans.
Oh, chakalaka. We like chakalaka.
Everybody likes chakalaka. I mean, the rice is the color is so beautiful. What spice did you use to make it that color?
Some curry, just some curry that I got from India, and a little bit of cumin in there just to bring it out there.
Okay.
And then with the peri-peri chicken, what I did was I roasted it a little bit, and then I make my own peri-peri seasoning, peri-peri sauce, I should say.
Okay.
Put it on the rib, put it on the grill, blast it on there, just baste it, so you get the char flavor in there, and it's done all the way nice and succulent. Same thing with the ribs. I normally cook them in the oven up until they're like tender, and then just finish them off on the grill. So it's pretty easy meal to make for the summer, and I know grilling season is just around the corner.
Yeah.
Yes.
So your sauce that you use, do you is that just something you make in the kitchen, or it's something you're actually wanting to sell or get out there?
I don't know. My wife keeps on encouraging me to bottle it. You know, I mean, she loves it so much. So I don't know. I might do that. I know a couple of people making sauces out there. We might talk and see if we can make that happen.
That would be great. We'd be down to buy some of that
Yes.
sauce.
Yes, absolutely.
I might have to work on that.
Now, how can people get in touch with you if they would like to hire you for catering services?
Right now, they can actually get a hold of me through Instagram.
Okay.
My handle is Chef Gwanz on Instagram, and pretty much you can do that there. I'm still working on my website. It should be up pretty soon. Once that's there, I'll definitely let you guys know that website is up and running.
Great.
I'm ready to taste.
Yeah, I think we should dive in a little bit. So do the honors.
Cool. So I'll go ahead and do this here. So I do a lot of parties, do weddings. I also do meal preparations for people and all that kind of stuff. And I also do like meals where like people like having like a romantic dinner. I'll come in, I'll bring out the stuff, cook it up in the kitchen.
Really?
Get everybody involved, yeah.
Well, I like that.
She's getting some ideas.
And then
Date
also
night.
during like the holidays too, like I'll do like holiday meals. People don't want to cook, so like I make turkey, I'll make Christmas dinner, whatever which way. So I'm pretty much out here to please whoever is looking for some food. I got it.
That's great.
Thank you, my Janie. Wonderful product.
Okay,
Wonderful.
yes.
Okay, so got the ribs coming along here. Go use my hands. Promise I cleaned them.
Okay.
They're fresh, so don't mind me picking on the food. And oops.
Fine.
I'm gonna use my hand over here. Manly rib. Bam, right there.
Ooh.
So I'll get a little bit of rice for you right over here.
Okay.
Oops. Rice is not behaving. There, get you a little bit of that chakalaka.
Now that's a really good sauce that they came up with. Makes everything wonderful.
Love chakalaka.
All right. There you go, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
You probably want a piece of chicken, don't you?
Yes, but yeah, that's okay.
All right, get a little bit of chicken over here for you right here. Nice juicy succulent piece.
Wow, now chicken is my food.
Chicken's life.
Yes, thank you.
It sure is.
So the peri-peri chicken has got the peri-peri spice. So it's what we call the bird's eye pepper, and like There's a little bit of roasted peppers in there, a little bit of onion, a little bit of herbs and lemon in there.
Wow.
It's to die for.
Ooh.
It is to die for.
It looks like it's to die for.
He's like ready to pounce.
But I gotta let everybody get their piece.
All right. I'll play that a little faster here. Make sure you guys have something to eat. Chakalaka. Get a little bit of the curry rice over here.
See, I cook curry rice, but it doesn't come out that color.
Oh yeah?
So I was like, how did you get it to be that color? But okay, I got it now.
I want to taste some of your food. I've seen you some clips there, so I want to taste some of that food out there. See how that is.
I will one day.
She dibble dabbles.
She dibble dabbles.
No, she does really.
She got it.
Yeah.
All right. Like I lived in Cleveland for a while, and they all used to talk about, do you burn the kitchen? I'm like, what do you mean I burn the kitchen? So if you cook real good, like I burn the kitchen. Yeah. There you go, man.
Okay, here we are gonna try this out.
Hopefully it tastes good.
It's really good.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Yes, it is.
That sauce.
That chicken. I don't know if I can taste this ribeye. Oh my gosh.
So we are done with the food. Thank you for sharing this wonderful meal with us. Now we're gonna move on to entertainment.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
for coming.
so much.
Hi everyone, we have an amazing person on our show today. She is a mother, an entrepreneur, a diva, a wife, and just an amazing woman. I would like to welcome Jesca to the show. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, ladies.
Jessie,
thank you for having me.
Oh, a diva.
Thank you.
You do amazing work.
Thank you.
I mean, your work is so good that, I mean, you're all over the place, which is amazing, and your work is amazing. That's one thing I can say. And I want to know, how did you start this empire? Because to me, it's an empire, because I can't do what you do. We here cannot do what you do, honey.
Wow, thank you. First of all, thank you for having me on your show. I think you ladies are amazing as well, and I'm grateful to be here. So this empire, the way it started, I was a single mother raising 2 young boys.
Wow.
And I was working in corporate America, and the income just wasn't cutting it. And I was struggling to make ends meet, but at the same time, I wanted to give my boys a quality of life where they were not lacking anything. So one day it was Memorial Weekend, and everybody had gone out of town. I didn't have money to go out of town, so we were stuck at home. So I went upstairs, and I was sitting on my bed, and I was talking to God, and I was like, what do I need to do? You know, I really need to give these boys a better life than what I'm giving them right now. So to some people this sounds crazy, but I clearly heard his voice saying, it's in your hands. And I was like, what? And he said, it's in your hands. Then I started thinking, wow, I do events. I was helping churches with conferences, and I was just doing it. If somebody had an event, I would just go set up, and that was it. That was time I was taking out of the boys, but I wasn't getting paid for it. And that just became clear. And from there, I was given a vision of how I was actually even going to do the launch party. And that's how it started.
That is inspiring.
That is an inspiring story.
And it doesn't sound crazy at all to hear the Lord's voice. So
thank you.
Yeah, that is really empowering. And speaking of empowering, you run this really great, amazing, successful business, and you are also a certified coach and mentor, correct? Yes. So how are you using that role to maybe inspire, empower up-and-coming young women who want to do what you're doing?
I actually have people contact me in my inbox, and I was telling my husband, at first I used to ignore it. I would say, me? Why do they would want to hang out with me, or they would just call me to ask me about tips on anything like clothes and how to set up their tables, and I was ignoring that. And my husband was like, maybe you don't need to ignore it. Maybe it's actually something they see in you, and you need to explore that. Right. So now when I do events, actually, I love the encounter, meeting the clients that I work with, because I do actually speak with them and I impart some of the things that I've learned in this life, and I've actually seen them following that. They would come back to me, like this couple that I'm actually contracting right now, their wedding is in July. They wanted to know how to prepare for their wedding, and I told them, maybe you need to start prayer sessions every Tuesday, 3 months prior to your wedding. So I just was talking, and I started just talking to them about things that I went through on my wedding. And the next thing I know, the following month, he was calling me. He's like, thank you so much. We actually we had a group of people come together and we started a prayer line. So I think what I do, it's not just a job. It's actually a ministry in itself.
It sounds like it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow. So going back to your first event you ever did, and now looking at where you are at now, what do you think you've improved the most on?
I think in every area of events, I've become more timely. I plan better. I actually ask more the important questions that I need to know about an event. And now I actually get to know the person, because when you do an event for someone, this is their life event. It's not just doing an event, setting up a table for them. I get to know them. So in getting to know them, I'm inspired on how their setup is going to come out. So I've improved in my communication with my clients. And overall, I've also improved in marketing myself and speaking about my business and not being ashamed of it, and just speaking openly about it and posting on every social media page. So I've really worked hard and become better at putting myself out there.
Taking it away from this outfit, it's very pretty.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. You want to share who made it for you?
My sister, actually. My sister is based in Zimbabwe. She is an attorney, but her passion is making clothes. So she actually has a clothing line called Chenesai. Her name is Chenesai. So it means to make clean. So she started a clothing line and she's just taken off. And so she's my stylist, and she actually, I'm on the phone with her every time I want to do something, and she's like, put that and that together. So she made me this dress, and I thought it was going to be perfect for today's shoot.
Awesome. I already told Jessica she's leaving without it. I mean, I'm going to find a way to fit into that dress. Okay? So if you see me looking like Jessica, just know that
it's got room in there. She puts enough room for you too.
Listen. It's happening.
So you've set up a table for us that we're going to go and see some of your works, and it's a beautiful table. It's a, what do you call it? Like, what's the name?
Since we're going into summer, this is more like your summer backyard barbecue, but take it up a step further than just setting a table and putting paper plates and all that. So this is something that you just want to wow your guests that are coming to a barbecue or just dining out with your family. So for me, this is normal for my family. I can't do anything simple anymore. I just go all out.
Right.
So this is what I would set for them before having a barbecue or a dinner outside.
The time that I spoke to you on the phone, you said something about your grandmother having influenced you. You want to share some of that?
Yes. Actually, my grandmother passed away. She died of cancer. She actually was honored by the Harare Agricultural Show for having a stand for 20 years. She never went to school. I remember when she decided she wanted to go to school, I started taking her for like adult literacy classes, and she only went up to grade 7. So I used to teach her how to write. But the whole time I was teaching her how to read and write, she was teaching me how to knit. So she actually used to knit jerseys, and they called them doilies, where they used to come go sell them in South Africa. So she was an entrepreneur back in the day when it was unheard of for a woman to be that bold. So she had a stand for 20 years. She actually had tourists from the United States just coming to buy specifically from her. So to me, that was just so inspiring.
That really is.
Awesome.
Now, for people who would like to get in touch with you for you to help, cater, well, not cater, but, set up for their events, help them plan events, how do they go about getting in touch with you?
I have a website, www.euphoriaeventsdfw.com. Okay. I'm also on Instagram, and my Instagram name is Euphoria Jess. I'm also on Facebook. I use the same name, Euphoria Jess, or you can call me 214-527-8062. And I'm still at that point where you can call me anytime, because for me, it's a relationship more than just the event.
And I like that you say that, because most people, they tell you to go to their website, or I like that. That gives that personal touch. That's very important. Yeah, you're doing good. That's really good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, we can't wait for you to plan something for us, right? You gonna do something?
Yes. You know my hands are already itching, right?
That's right.
So we're gonna go and see Jessica's table set, and we'll be right back shortly. Well, Jessica, thank you so much for coming.
Yes, thank you.
You inspired me today, and your table designs are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And I want to have my wedding. Honey, are you listening?
She's putting it out there in the universe,
So
okay?
I take it I'm hired, right?
Yes, yes, already hired. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for everything that you do in this community, because I heard, I'm new to Dallas, but when I came here, I said, who does decor design? Your name came up, so that is just beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of Ndeipi MuDiaspora.